So recently I have been doing something that has made me much more productive. And it's something that a lot of people don't utilize as much as I think that they should. So there's this basic type of theory that if you utilize, in my opinion, you can double or triple your productivity during heavy bursts of flow state deep work, just like getting right into it and not stopping for hours is something that a lot of people don't necessarily do. But with this one simple productivity hack, you can maybe even 10x your productivity. So music is a flow state trigger for a lot of different people. However, inspiration comes in many different forms for people when listening to music. For me, a lot of it is soundtrack-based and inspiring pieces from movies that I have an emotional connection to, or that are just amazing, timeless pieces. You'll see what I mean by timeless in a moment. So for me, a couple movies that really impact me are Interstellar, the Oppenheimer film, Inception, and pretty much any Christopher Nolan movie, but those three mainly, as well as a TV show that was on Apple TV a while ago called We Crashed, which is about WeWork. And
I'm a trouble man, changed by the things I do. True, but it's funny how.
Funny enough, they just went out of business. But them, as well as the Tron Legacy movie. All of them I found inspiring, and I always thought the soundtracks during those movies were awesome. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're seeing this, but if you're listening to it on podcast, what I'm showing now is a specific playlist that's 42 minutes long that is of all of the absolute soundtrack hype, bangers only pieces of music that I've ever listened to. Now, I'm not gonna play any of these more than 5 seconds for copyright reasons, but if you've ever heard songs like Can You Hear the Music from Ludwig Göransson, you'd understand what I mean. Yeah, like that. Imagine that plus this part of the song. Me working to this types of songs, or, you know, Interstellar, Day One, all of these things just have absolute banger, I'm inspired, I can conquer the world sort of vibes to it. So what I've been doing to increase my productivity is I made a soundtrack of only songs that I really get up for, not like any medium mid songs. You know, I know a lot of people do listen to lo-fi and that's awesome, but when you're needing to do like intense focus work and like hustle through something, what I found is finding a playlist of songs that do not have lyrics that really move you emotionally seem to get you so in the zone that you are able to, utilizing multiple resource theory, not detach yourself from the focused task that you're working on. Because say, for example, they had lyrics, if you had to do something that was writing oriented or reading oriented, you wouldn't be able to focus due to the fact that the lyrics from those songs would be pulling away from the resources that you have. But I know for me, basically, if I get into the zone with something that's not text oriented, then maybe I can use something like, you know, a soundtrack playlist that includes songs like 30 Seconds to Mars is The Kill or whatever. If I'm trying to get in the zone and I'm just like moving pixels and not really doing something that has text on it. But when I have to write or have to read, I can't have lyrics go along with it because multiple resource theory, and I agree with this, states that if you're utilizing parts of the brain and parts of your focus that utilize the same resource, you're not going to be able to focus. It's going to be dissonance. That's why I don't recommend listening to music with lyrics if you're working on anything that's text-based. But if you're, you know, listening to an audiobook while working out or while cleaning, that's fine. It's two different resources. One's physical, one's text-based. And then there's music with lyrics that works totally fine if you're working on math, or as the Brits would say, maths. But I would find a playlist for both occasions, whether it be you're working out and you want to be really focused and intense. I would omit any songs that do not move you to the point of like, heck yeah. All of these are absolute bangers to me. As the kids would say, they straight slap. They hit. they hit different. And I know it seems like such a small productivity hack, but find songs that move you so much to the point where it's an hour straight of amazingness and then it goes on repeat. Like for me, I know that the songs from the Moneyball soundtrack are great, but I forget often, hey, which one is the most impactful to me? So if I check really quick, probably that one. Pretty sure One Out Away or A Little Bit of Faith. No, it's a One Out Away, pretty sure. So I add that to there. So anytime it's like a song where it moves me emotionally, not a like, oh, that was kind of nice. No. Bangers only. That's what I'm going for with this playlist. And anytime I listen to this, I am in the zone. I also sometimes just walk from place to place listening to soundtracks. It makes me feel like I'm in a movie. I would definitely recommend trying out soundtrack music. The Oppenheimer soundtrack and the majority of soundtracks from either Christopher Nolan films or just Hans Zimmer in general generally are top tier. So I definitely recommend checking them out. If you like this video and want to see more content on how to improve your productivity, make sure to check out other ones like this one right here.